What do you want for dinner?
I don't know.
We're going to make turkey hash today. It's a fairly quick recipe. It's got a lot of chopping and cutting, but it doesn't take too long to make. It's good. The kids usually like it. Mostly Liam. Wesley's very picky about what he eats, so.
So, let's get going.
Here we have potatoes, sweet potatoes, onions. We have red today. Green peppers, broccoli, white rice, or we use brown rice sometimes, a can of corn, and a pound of ground turkey. So we start by following the directions on the bag of rice, and we're going to cook a serving of rice, which is 1 cup of rice and 2 cups of water that we bring to a boil. That's the longest part of the process, so that is what we are going to start with. I read online, or I've been hearing a lot lately, that rice that floats is actually plastic. And there's a big thing going around where they're actually substituting plastic instead of rice.
Yummy.
Have you heard that?
Nope.
It is actually a big thing. Now we're cutting up the potatoes into chunks. The potatoes we do not peel, we just leave whole. But the sweet potatoes we peel. The regular potatoes we just rinse off well and take off any little eyes or any bad spots. He's going to cut those into chunks. Here we have our potatoes chopped up into chunks, and we're going to put them in a saute pan that has olive oil and a little bit of margarine for some flavor, cooking over about medium-high heat. And we're going to get those cooking.
Uniformity is important.
And we are going to get those starting to cooking, and then we are going to move on to cutting up our green peppers. And our rice is cooking.
Here's our green peppers. You know, again, just make them all consistently sized. They don't have to be a certain size. Here's our potatoes cooking.
We do like to salt and pepper each layer as we go to make sure, especially the pepper, we like pepper, to make sure we get enough over each layer of food items. And then we'll add the green peppers to our potato mixture. And we like to add ingredients as per the amount of length they take to cook. The potatoes obviously take the longest, and then the green peppers will come in next. These red onions are a little strong. They might bring a little bit of a tear to your eye here as you're cutting them. And to cheat, we are going to steam the broccoli in the microwave. And just a glass container, microwave safe thing with a lid, with a little bit of water. We're going to chop up the broccoli, and we are going to microwave it for about 7 minutes to steam it. And as in any good teamwork situation, we're arguing about the size of the onions and how they're cut up. And apparently Brian here uses the weird white center of the onion when he cuts up the onion. Does anybody else do this? Because I personally, I do not use the weird white centers. I throw them away and get rid of that part and cut up the rest of the onion. Alright, we are going to stir our potatoes and green pepper mixture. And then Brian is going to add the onions. He made those really big. I just told him he was making these ones too small, so he made the next set very, very large. Just put them all in. Oh, that's too much. Alright, we're not going to stir the onions in too much because some of the smaller pieces will burn before the rest of the potatoes and stuff are cooked. So we add that part, and we are going to add our salt and pepper layer to make sure everything is peppered nicely. Now Brian has grabbed the crushed red pepper, but he has to keep in mind that a 4-year-old is going to eat this as well, and we do not want to put too much crushed red pepper on. But we will be using garlic powder as well later also. We are going to get that broccoli going in the microwave because that will be our next step.
Here's our broccoli, all cut up. And some water. And we just want that to steam in the microwave.
Our timer has gone off on our rice. We got to keep the lid, also known as a dinner plate, on top for about 5 minutes. And we're going to replace that pan on that burner with the ground turkey and turn the heat back up because we did not leave enough room in our other pan to cook the turkey in that pan as well, like we usually do. So
that's
we're
pretty common.
Yeah, we always end up with way too many ingredients in our turkey hash. We're going to cook the ground turkey until it gets nice and brown and chop it up as it cooks, and then we'll be adding that also.
I'll point out that you don't have to use ground turkey. You can use ground beef or corned beef or leftover beef, whatever you want to use.
Yes,
doesn't matter.
I am weird about meat, and I don't like any ground meat other than turkey. So that is why we've been making it that way for many, many years. I know, honey, we're making turkey hash.
Here's our broccoli.
We're making dinner while we have two little sickies in the other room. Ooh, your camera's getting all steamed up there.
Sorry.
That looks like it's pretty done.
Yeah, it'll work.
We did put a lid on our pan just because our potatoes weren't cooking as fast as we had anticipated. Ooh, those are big chunks of broccoli. Alright, come in.
I can't.
I have a lid in my hand. Not enough hands. Alright. I'm going to spread that on. Oh my god, that's a giant piece. On top for now. And we are going to put in our tiny bit of salt layer. We don't want too much salt. But the potatoes do absorb salt. And our pepper layer. And I'm going to put the lid back on for probably about 4 minutes more or so. We still got the ground turkey cooking. Our rice is about ready to go in as soon as the broccoli is good. And then we also have a can of corn that we have drained the juice out of that will be going in as the final ingredient. It's a cheap brand. It's
corn brand.
More margarine to our pan.
We added a little bit more margarine to our pan.
Because we ended up with...
Cut!
What?
We added a little bit more margarine to the pan.
Am I supposed to repeat that?
Yes.
We added a little bit more margarine to the pan because we ended up adding so much extra ingredients. We don't always add broccoli, but we can basically add whatever vegetable you want to this. As Brian pointed out, we also have zucchini in the fridge, and I wanted to put it in there, but as you can see, there's not exactly enough room in the pan for a zucchini to get like a nice cook on it. Yeah. And we got a little big situation over here with a slipper jammy being stuck to baby kitty, or vice versa.
Kitty. Stop, baby kitty.
Baby kitty is the butt of many antics around here.
Stop, baby kitty.
Hey, be nice.
But
He wants to play with you.
Uh-huh.
So our meat over here is nice and browned up. And then our vegetables are well on their way. We're going to add some garlic powder now. I wait closer to the end to add the garlic powder. And we are going to...
It can burn.
Huh?
It can burn.
Yeah. We're going to add our can of corn. And because corn tends to like soak up salt as well, we're going to add one final layer of salt. And corn is not good without pepper. So we're going to add some pepper to that corn. We're going to mix that up to get that garlic throughout everything here.
Distributed.
And it doesn't matter how much I put in because this one will add plenty more garlic on his own plate as well.
Oh yeah.
We're going to add the ground turkey.
More garlic is always better.
Using our handleless pan that broke off. So that goes in there. And then I'm going to remove my plate lid from my rice. And we ended up a little more rice than anticipated. So I'm just going to add half of it to start. The rice is a good filler. I said especially, everything in here is pretty healthy. You can make it with olive oil and no butter. And then you can use brown rice instead of the white rice. But we have a surplus of white rice right now. So we get it all mixed together. I think I still put a lot of rice in there. But that's okay. We can always use the leftover rice on something else. I'm going to get this all combined. And I will put the lid back on and let everything cook for about 5 more minutes. As you can see, that pan is very full. We've been on a mission for years to find a huge pan that has an attached lid, but we haven't been able to find anything bigger than this. Like, I think this is a 14-inch pan right here.
Yeah, they make pistons. We can't find it.
Not with a lid. Okay, so we've let this cook for about 5 minutes. Oh, the lid's hot.
Let the flavors combine.
Meld together. And we also let it get a little dark on the bottom, but that's okay.
That's the flavor.
Little one's
Hey.
hungry. Oh, he's hungry for chiz.
I'm hungry for chicken.
So we are going to plate this up. Now, we always like to add cheese to it as well. I like anything, you can use any cheese. I actually like using anything with You got it by yourself?
Yeah.
I like using an orange cheese, like a sharp cheddar, because it's got
Yeah, it's better.
more flavor.
I use mozzarella.
Today we have Colby Jack. Yeah, mozzarella I don't really like in this.
It'll disappear.
And then I am also a weirdo, and I like to put ketchup on mine, even though he thinks it's gross, but I feel like it kind of helps combine it and hold it together as well. And we have to make sure we put a lid on this. Ooh, shoot. Because baby kitty likes to jump up on the stove. So we're just going to add
Stupid cat.
some cheese on the top. Oh, and little Liam here is going to add some cheese to his. Going to add some cheese to mine. And you know what? We are going shopping tomorrow. So we can add as much cheese as we want. We're going to plate up, get our plates ready. And we are going to be like normal American families and take our plates and go sit on the couch and eat in the living room in front of the TV. Because I only have, as of now, 53 minutes till I have to go to bed to get up for work at 2 a.m. And I want 53 minutes to sit down and not do anything before I go to bed.
Pretty fast.
And I
Pretty
gotta
tasty.
shake up my ketchup because I don't like that weird liquid that's on top. That
Ketchup
watery.
water. Ketchup water.
The ketchup water. Oh, you helping me squirt it, Liam?
Yeah.
Well, it's a lot of hash. Once I mix it up,
Any
it'll be
is too
fine.
much.
And I have too much ketchup, but you're gonna add some more of this
Oh, yeah.
garlic.
Yeah.
More garlic.